Oh, hello there. Did you ever wonder about the mysteries of the natural world? Well, you've come to the right place. Welcome, bienvenue, welcome on Fish Channel. Let's start a conversation. We are in the Anthropocene, and plastic is
everywhere.
on the ground, in the river, on the beaches, in the ocean, and even in our homes. That's because as a material, plastic is versatile, colorful, durable, and can be molded into absolutely anything. Anything from bottles holding the liquid of life, water. Should drink more of it. To bits and pieces of our favorite toys. To this. Yes. This. But its qualities are also its flaws when it comes to plastic pollution. Indeed, plastic do not biodegrade as fast as we would like it. And marine animals are exponentially impacted by the profusion of plastic in the environment. So you all seen these pictures. Dead seabirds leaking plastic from their guts. Seals entangled in fishing net. That's sad. Always sad. But what about the overlooked, creepy, alien-looking invertebrate? What about them, huh? Well, to remediate to this situation, Susanna Jagiello, I hope I pronounced that correctly, and colleagues looked at the fate of a common crustacean on the tropical beaches of the world, the hermit crab. And all of that without even moving from their desk. Indeed, the team of scientists used pictures posted online to report on a novel and expanding behavior in hermit crabs. The use of plastic bits and pieces instead of natural shells as their home. So this is called ecology, a term coined by Ivan Jarek and collaborators. Ecology, or internet ecology, enables researchers to use digital resources such as Google, Facebook, or Flickr, and news articles to collect different types of data, which are text or videos, pictures, sounds, and online activity, in order to study ecological patterns and processes. But first, why do hermit crabs need shells? Hermit crabs are not really crabs. So, hermit crabs and crabs both belong to the order Decapoda, which sounds like very trendy, but it just means that they have 10 legs and feet. But compared to the normal crabs, the true crab, hermit crabs have a pleuron, that is the abdomen part, that is not calcified, and so it's vulnerable to predators. Hermit crabs live in snail shells to protect their soft abdomen against predators and also against drying to death, which is called desiccation stress. Living in someone else's shell is crucial to hermit crab survival. So the quality, the size, and the availability of shell matter in the hermit crab world. Past experience, chemical signals from the shell, the presence of predators, shell quality, and the rate of growth of the hermit crab influence the choice of shell. In addition, male hermit crabs have great interest to choose a big, high quality, very beautifully textured shell because it is a strong sexual signal for females. So, what did scientists do? They basically scavenged the internet, searching for pictures of hermit crabs with artificial shells. In the scientific literature, they only found 4 studies that reported this behavior. That's not much. And mostly on Flickr, iNaturalist, Google Images, YouTube, and the cryptic Alamy. I don't know what it is. In total, they found 386 pictures of hermit crabs living in its plastic lab. So, compared to the available scientific literature, the ecology approach allowed to identify that 10 out of the 16 species of hermit crab present in the world were using artificial shells. In essence, for the first time, a study confirmed the use of artificial shell materials by hermit crabs as a global scale behavior. Plastic was the most widely used material for artificial shells. That's why we're talking about the plastic life, hey? But specifically, it was black and white plastic caps. But why do hermit crabs will choose a plastic shell over a natural one? So why go plastic?
Because it's fantastic.
But not only. Hermit crabs choose artificial shells for a few potential reasons. The first one has to do with environmental availability. Indeed, there is so much plastic absolutely everywhere that artificial shells are widely available for hermit crab to use. On the contrary, the population of sea snails and mollusks with shells is on the decline, especially for the larger individuals. Now remember, an hermit crab has to change shell as it grows to accommodate its fat abdomen. So if there is less and less natural shells available, especially in the greater sizes, well, the hermit crab is going to just find something plastic to use. Plus plastic minus natural shells. But what about the color choice? Do hermit crabs choose intentionally the color of the shell? Or is it a reflection of environmental availability? That's still a question, okay? The second sense of reason has to do with the individual choice of the hermit crab. Individual choice. And this has four main reasons. First, hermit crabs are
fashionable.
Indeed, the male hermit crab can leverage the novelty of their sexy artificial shell to get the female. Because in sexual selection, novelty is a premium to get females and reproduce. In second, we have the lightness of the artificial shells. Indeed, artificial shells like bottle caps and light bulbs are generally lighter than the natural shells, which gives the hermit crab with artificial shells a better survival rate because the shell is lighter, so the hermit crab doesn't get tired as easy. In third, to find a suitable natural shell, hermit crabs often find and follow the delicious smell of their dead necrosing companions, and they can go and steal their shell. Well, plastic emits the same odor cues than dying necrosing hermit crabs, which can explain why hermit crabs are so much attracted to plastic. Odor cues. And finally, the last one is the plastic shells on a beach completely polluted with plastic is actually the best camouflage for the hermit crab to evade predators. And that's why hermit crabs might prefer to go plastic than natural. But why does it matter? Well, in the hermit crab world, the best natural snail shells are used by the best men. Because of their novelty, their lightness, and their different colors, the use of artificial shells by hermit crabs might disrupt natural and sexual selection. Novelty makes female go crazy. In addition, the lighter the shell, the less energy it takes to run around chasing for bitch. Finally, the color and the chemical properties of the artificial shell could result in what we call an ecological trap for hermit crabs, as the different plastic colors and textures are not really correlated with any protective attributes against predator, for example. In conclusion, hermit crabs are the ideal model species to explore behaviors in response to environmental changes and pollution induced by humans. We are talking here heavy metals, microplastic, light, noise, pharmaceuticals, eutrophication, ocean acidification, elevated temperature, and the lack of oxygen in marine environment and rivers as well, amongst others. But internet, which is also a human creation, is a mine of information, and it keeps growing every day. The high ecology approach allowed to tap into this unlimited supply of data to capture and report a behavior that was largely unnoticed by scientists up to now. So now we know that worldwide, hermit crab live a plastic life. The question that remains is plastic setting a new evolutionary trajectory for hermit crab? Or is it an ecological trap of the Anthropocene? Even without understanding, you know that one is better than the other. And there is one thing we can do to help the hermit crabs in the world. It's trying to not collect snail shells and other mollusk shells on the beach when we go there, because it's gonna save some homes for the homeless hermits. Bye! Are you hungry for more? Check the links in the description below.